In a turn of events that has taken the world by surprise, Donald Trump has once again been elected as President of the United States. With this election, Trump becomes the oldest individual in history to take the presidential oath, surpassing the previous record held by Joe Biden. For some, this fact alone isn't troubling. After all, age can bring wisdom and experience. However, for others, Trump's age coupled with his erratic and unpredictable behavior has raised serious questions about his mental fitness. From his bizarre rants at rallies to his numerous verbal slip-ups, Trump's mental acuity has been a focal point of public debate. Mental health professionals have flagged potential signs of cognitive decline, while conservative commentators who once lambasted Biden's age-related slips now seem suspiciously silent on Trump's eccentricities. Could it be that Trump's unique blend of charisma and brashness is merely masking a deeper cognitive issue? As we face another 4 years under Trump's leadership, it's time to examine these concerns thoroughly. This video will delve into his mental fitness, dissect his behaviors, and explore the potential risks that lie ahead. 1. The early warnings. Mental health professionals sound the alarm. Donald Trump's mental state has been under scrutiny since he first entered the White House in 2016. At that time, over 350 mental health professionals, including psychologists and psychiatrists, signed an open letter warning that Trump exhibited signs of severe psychological distress. They pointed to his narcissistic tendencies, his impulsive behavior, and his apparent inability to tolerate criticism. His behavior was seen as symptomatic of a man who might be unfit for public office. In the years that followed, Trump's behavior only intensified these concerns. Numerous books, articles, and professional analyses explored his cognitive fitness. Notably, The Dangerous Case of Donald Trump, a book authored by a collection of 27 psychiatrists and mental health experts, argued that Trump's mental health posed an existential threat to the United States. These experts highlighted his grandiosity, paranoia, and narcissism as potentially dangerous traits that, when paired with cognitive decline, could lead to serious consequences on the global stage. But these warnings were largely dismissed by Trump supporters and the political establishment, often with the argument that Trump was simply unconventional or that he thrived on being different. As Trump enters his second term, however, these warnings ring louder than ever, and the urgency to reassess his mental fitness has only intensified. 2. Aging and cognitive decline. The risks at play. Aging is an inevitable process that affects everyone, and for individuals in high-stress, high-responsibility positions, its impact can be profound. Numerous studies have shown that cognitive function tends to decline with age, particularly in areas such as memory, attention, and problem-solving. For a position as demanding as the presidency, these potential limitations raise serious concerns. While some individuals maintain sharp cognitive function well into their later years, others experience declines in memory recall, processing speed, and executive functioning. In Trump's case, mental health experts argue that these age-related issues may be exacerbating existing personality traits, making his behavior increasingly unpredictable. Furthermore, cognitive issues like dementia, Alzheimer's, and other neurodegenerative disorders become more common with advanced age, and Trump's medical history and behavior make it difficult to rule out such concerns. According to the American Psychological Association, individuals over the age of 70 are more prone to experience some level of cognitive decline, particularly in high-stress environments. As the oldest sitting president, Trump faces an unprecedented level of scrutiny, and the stakes could not be higher. 3. Public behavior and the signs of cognitive deterioration. Throughout his public appearances, Trump has exhibited a number of behaviors that may suggest cognitive decline. His tendency to repeat phrases, stray off topic, and fail to complete coherent thoughts are all traits associated with mental fatigue and cognitive stress. While Trump supporters see these traits as part of his unique style, experts warn that they could be signs of cognitive impairment. During recent rallies, Trump's speeches have often descended into what some describe as word salad, a mix of half-finished sentences, disjointed thoughts, and unrelated tangents. His infamous statements about wind turbines causing cancer, sharks being out to get him, and whales dying from windmills reveal an apparent disconnect from reality that leaves audiences bewildered and critics concerned. In clinical terms, word salad refers to a language disorder often associated with mental health conditions like schizophrenia and dementia. It's characterized by incoherent speech, random word associations, and disorganized sentence structures. While it's unlikely that Trump's language issues indicate such severe conditions, they nevertheless point to potential cognitive impairment. 4. Historical comparisons, presidents and mental fitness in office. The mental and physical health of sitting presidents has long been a topic of interest in American history. While past presidents, such as Ronald Reagan, have shown signs of cognitive decline, their cases were often shielded from public scrutiny by aides and family members. Reagan, for instance, showed symptoms of Alzheimer's disease toward the end of his presidency, though his team managed to minimize his public appearances and control his image. Trump's case, however, is unique in that he has always favored a very public, very visible role. His insistence on speaking directly to his supporters, often without a script, only exacerbates the perception that he may be cognitively slipping. Unlike Reagan, Trump's style doesn't lend itself to quiet restraint or behind-the-scenes damage control. This lack of control, combined with an already turbulent personality, makes Trump's potential cognitive decline all the more concerning. In a digital age where every statement is recorded, analyzed, and shared worldwide, there is little room for error, and even less for a leader who appears unable to fully grasp the gravity of his actions. 5. Trump versus Biden. A partisan double standard? Perhaps one of the most striking aspects of this debate is the double standard that exists within the media. During Biden's presidency, conservative networks like Fox News and Newsmax often ran segments questioning Biden's mental fitness, citing every minor slip or verbal gaffe as evidence of cognitive impairment. Biden's forgetfulness, stumbles, and occasional verbal errors were scrutinized in a way that few presidents had experienced before. However, now that Trump is under the microscope, these same outlets are noticeably quiet. There is little discussion about his mental fitness, even as he continues to make bizarre statements and struggle with coherent speech. This silence has sparked accusations of hypocrisy within the conservative media landscape, as critics argue that Trump's behavior warrants just as much scrutiny, if not more, than Biden's ever did. 6. Potential global consequences. The risks of an unfit leader. The implications of having a cognitively impaired leader are vast and potentially dangerous. Trump's impulsive and erratic decision-making, which could worsen with cognitive decline, poses a significant risk to both domestic and international stability. The President of the United States holds immense power over the military, foreign relations, and the economy. If Trump's cognitive state prevents him from making informed, rational decisions, the consequences could be severe. Consider a scenario in which Trump faces a sudden international crisis. If his mental faculties are compromised, his response could be influenced by paranoia, impulsiveness, or an inability to comprehend complex details. This could lead to disastrous outcomes, whether in military actions, economic policies, or diplomatic relations. 7. Public perception. Laughing at the decline, or taking it seriously. While some Americans view Trump's behavior as fodder for humor, the reality is that his potential cognitive decline is no laughing matter. Many people have become accustomed to Trump's idiosyncrasies, viewing his rants and aggressions as part of his persona. But normalizing these behaviors can be dangerous, as it downplays the gravity of the situation. There's an argument to be made that laughing at Trump's antics provides a coping mechanism for a nation overwhelmed by division and unrest. However, it's essential not to lose sight of the risks his behavior presents. If Trump's mind is indeed declining, then his actions may have far-reaching consequences that go beyond entertainment value. As Donald Trump embarks on his second term as president, concerns about his cognitive fitness have reached a critical point. At 78, he faces the unique challenge of leading a nation while grappling with the natural effects of aging, amplified by a demanding and highly visible role. While his supporters may see his unusual behavior as a refreshing break from tradition, mental health experts argue that his erratic speech patterns, impulsiveness, and apparent disconnection from reality could be signs of cognitive impairment. The question remains, is Donald Trump's mind truly fit for 4 more years? For a nation at a crossroads, the answer to this question has profound implications. America deserves a leader who can face challenges with a clear mind and a steady hand. In the coming years, it will be up to the American people, the media, and Trump's inner circle to hold him accountable and ensure that his actions align with the nation's best interests. As we look to the future, one thing is certain. This presidency will test the limits of what America can endure, and only time will tell if Donald Trump's mind is up to the task.